breach
on
from the comp.
attack.
So the discount breach is red.
Yeah, we had Keeper giving his lineups for free as well.
That's where things are going to get kicked off because Safe is going to be next to him a lot, I think, in these early rounds. And also information potentially.
They decide to go for the standard 4-1. Boombot goes out, and that's a spam straight through this. Holy hell, that's a nice start. Sender takes a bit of damage as well. Okay, instant reaction over towards B.
From TL, show us you have it in the wheelhouse. Show us you can go for it. Vitality quick to respond, potentially with a B hit here as they've crept out, getting up on site, making sure they can clear everything and get a pretty safe plant.
Yeah, Spike will be going down simply. Team Liquid will be a little bit later on their response. There is a flank in the making, obviously.
Can you do the silent one?
Back, but Team Liquid,
nope.
Most of their attention towards the B main side.
Chat, you can do a silent drop from here.
Redgar heard that, but he still gets stunned by the breach. Breach is absolutely nuts. Sender fell, 2 nats.
And actually, Boncod is all by himself. He's only down to 20 points of health. Tried to take one down with it, but it's still 2v3. Team Liquid have got the numbers, and they're trying to get on here quickly before spending too much time. They've already wasted quite a bit, but they don't have much health between them. Less than 100 HP between
no
the 3
HP.
of them. Destrian might be able to clean them up quickly, but Soulcast is able to
nice
find some
trades. Real close considering their HP. That one might have been doable.
On top of that, Team Liquid start off their own home ground pick with a bang.
Liquid, we saw a little bit of everything right there. Early aggression dish side, the triple flank.
It's just the most common. It's just the most common way to play with the Cypher, right? The 4-1.
I like this from them. At the same time, you still have to be very aware of those breach fault lines. That can be absolutely nasty later into the rounds. But TL get their round win. Yeah. They're going to be able to carry this over.
Bit of nitpicking here. I feel like.
Okay, in terms of this, how they're approaching it.
You know.
Okay, one pass and pistol. This is kind of interesting. Twisten's bought a.
Well, I think the problem with them,
Twisten's bought a stinger.
Right? And because they had those 3
they're very much fine for overbuying in terms of this one and going light armor to the next.
They sort of had to push into spawn after their player had fallen, which is just unfortunate. There were 2 players of TL ready to turn around. I do think the idea was there for Vitality. Just ended up getting.
See, I was wondering how they were going to approach over towards A main. At the moment, it's one way, then they have camera, and then the camera spots, and they Omen Flash double swing. Omen Flash goes in. Not a double swing, because Twiston decided to double satchel out. So at the moment, looking pretty good. Redgar's the person with the.
Onto the side. Redgar! That TP wasn't exactly where he would have liked it to be, out into the open, and Twiston picks him up quickly. Onto the A site, Vitality goes, and they've got plenty of.
That's twice now. That's
so
one per map that we've seen one of them.
And he finds that kill. That's very big in opening this up now. Eyes over towards this raise. Twiston gets 3 on the round.
Still keep on trading.
I think the nade actually goes too far.
Even with less
no, okay, it was
still
perfect.
Kept it going. Mosey again.
This is an insane eco right now.
And now he's alone up against Safe. Boombot towards him. Can't feel comfortable. Spike's touch knows that Safe is no longer on it. Doesn't go and play against the second touch. It's Safe that comes out of
there was a shot there. There was a chance. Nice recovery from Safe. Holy hell, this was a very nice round from Vitality. So much damage. Very winnable. Yeah, Redgar kind of messed it up a little bit, not gonna lie to you, chat.
But man, Vitality gave them a real go of things right there. Twiston finding 3 with the stinger.
Let me quickly restart. Let me just restart this just in case.
This nade as well, just absolutely perfect to flush Destrian out of the situation.
Let's go!
Even the dance, they're resorting to classic to finish things off.
Chad, it looked like they heard what you said, right? About no hype man. Now they're all hyping up.
Yeah, it's logic to power around, but there's not much power within the Team Liquid's buy this time around. Only 2 rifles.
That's back to back.
We know that sheriffs can do quite
back
a bit.
to back hype. Okay, in terms of this one, massive not swing round they didn't buy, and they go for the bonus. So yeah, is a bonus from Liquid. Pretty. I mean, it's definitely not the best bonus. Might be one of the lowest we've seen in terms of guns, but we'll see. That's a nice shot though. Little fade away. They want to protect the gun heavy, so a lot of this is on Destrian to win these duels out. Nicely done from him. That was pretty much everything, these 2 duels over towards heaven. Bone Cold did go there to help him out just in case, but yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, slant not a position you want to be playing for exactly that right there. Utility can clear you away so easily. Interestingly enough, Nats I think is just going to play for exits here. TL realize they don't really have much in way of trying to retake the site, so all the kills you can gather are going to be huge.
And they're going for it. 1 more kill is all they need. Nats has got a play in the making as well.
No way.
It comes down to a spam. Oh my god, that's the person that was going to spam. They're going to win this round. Oh my, that's crazy. That is crazy. With that kill, Redgar makes a bit of a hero play. Spike smokes the spike, TP's in. Nats super late, super late. Killed the only person that was in position to spam this.
Pick smokes for himself, TP's onto site.
So, big hero play from Redgar. Important kill for Nats.
Flanks it out, destroys any possibility of moving Redgar off the spike.
That's got to silence the Vitality.
At one point, they were, I'm pretty sure they were considering saving. I'm not sure. Well, saving the guns that they had, not everyone.
Just bounce back like that. 3-0 on the second map.
Yeah, that
oh man,
the outcome of that round changed so fast.
Absolutely sent packing.
Yeah, Twistin just taking the bullet on this one. Big buy round, like we said, and there's a lot of ults for this.
Trying to push forwards, but there's a triple man hold. It's a wall of players. Redgar
You're crazy. Well, you get away from it. Oh my god.
Do not
get
be
both of them.
scared of these EMEA bees.
Holy hell.
Horses
yeah, they get both
trot
of
on
these.
them one by one, and Team Liquid cleanly take over.
Nothing Sender can do now. I think it's a good time to sort of talk about the ideas of what this Team Liquid comp is trying to do, because
he is in the monitor. Yeah, he plays close. I highly don't recommend having that posture. Chad, I'd actually go as far to say if you have that posture right now, please change it.
Having 3 smokes for a sight hit, also very strong. The molly.
Please try your best to change it.
But one thing Brim can't do, that one way in A main. Sort of a more passive way of fighting for control there, just eliminating you from that
goes for
angle.
Twistons as well. Twiston plays with his leg on the chair. Chad, don't do that, trust me. That's how I played for like multiple years. That's the reason I'm standing right now. So yeah, if you got your leg up, Chad, if anyone has their legs on their chair right now, put them down on the floor. What are you doing?
In terms of the long power up, the long assistance, in terms of the breach ultimate, the concuss every
As in
round.
like your feet, right?
Yeah, Bone Cold feeling it after that one. The power in his voice towards his teammates.
What if you're sitting on the leg? That's even worse, dude. That's even worse. That's me. That was literally me for like 10 years. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. It is not going to help you later on in life. Put the legs on the floor, feet to the ground.
The Killjoy especially. I think if Sender is successful stacking up some orbs in the early
Hey, I can't tell you what to do. It's true. But you'll also, in like 5-10 years time, remember this and be like, damn, he was right. I should have listened.
I think you can try to play for that ultimate, because there's no
learn from my
reliable
mistakes,
way
trust
for
me.
Team Liquid to remove that from the field of play. That ult's super powerful. Down in underpass, in A main, I've seen some teams as well try to take more forward control and use it in that area of the map too. And I think the Cypher is something they don't have to worry about so much either. You know, Nats' Cypher's been
Which player has the best posture?
His legendary pick.
I'm actually not sure.
But when you have the Raze
Mini used to have incredible posture, but he's been changing that recently. But they've also been started winning, so I don't want to call him out.
Good value from that trip, apart from just using it to guard off that north side. But again, if you commit Mulsi towards that angle early on with the Prowler,
Mini changed up his seating position for games. Okay, let's get back into this one.
Remove some of the sureness of the information.
Money's getting really good, and Money could get even better at the moment. I also really like this round that happened previously. They kind of didn't give them a chance to use their ults. So that was pretty nice from Liquid.
Safe though. Man of the hour.
Not old enough to have body pain? Yeah, exactly. That's why it's worrying. To have body pain.
You know, Vitality, yeah, okay.
Or at least I used to. It's definitely, since I've focused on it, it's definitely got a hell of a lot better in the past, like, 3 months.
Supersede it, perhaps.
Can they get any more damage?
Probably what they're looking for here, really. Team Liquid have got this under control, and
well, that's a yes.
Able to find something out of that one, but it's all under lock and key here. 5-0 for Team Liquid.
Not going to happen. Vitality need to come up with some ways of challenging.
Yeah, Leech has crazy good posture.
Again, running the double smoke comp, you have the Viper wall you have to bust through, the Omen one-ways as well.
Right. This one is getting a little bit out of control. They kept 3 people alive on this. Vitality needs to win some rounds. They have the ults to do it.
All all of the momentum.
I mean, they literally have all the ults to do it. We got one off. That's
this
it.
This is the actual string round.
2 off of this
those
one.
Ultimates in Vitality's hands.
Because of the round before where they kind of X-Sect on them, you might see them use their ults a little bit earlier than before. We'll see. One way did miss.
It's actually maybe a north side crunch for Team Liquid. They don't want to sit on site. They cannot play passively. And around
Does Sender get caught here? Might get caught. Soulcast.
Get out in time.
Oh, 63 HP, real close.
Okay, so they figured
Instant reaction, Red Gun needs to flash this.
They will push towards this A site. Paranoia through.
So what I'm looking at with Redguard right now, he has ultimate, so you have options to try and ult off site and then cancel it, return.
This is a good round. They managed to pinch all of this. They have the camera to get info to see if they rotate back, and they have full control in terms of them getting back over towards here. They have the trip over towards this as well. It's a massive kill from Nats. Nats is probably going to check his camera at one point as well and hopefully see the Killjoy. We'll see.
Such a key
there we go.
For Vitality here.
Vitality
nice
got lost in
as
the
well.
sauce right there.
Dude, nice observing to actually go in for that one. Okay.
From the north side, but he had to go very slowly to not make noise. That caused Vitality to slow down in A main. Now they
holy hell, they look so much better on this map.
Okay. To hear the door open, they're going to be able to run all the way to B and backstab these two players.
This is a nice call. Oh boy, all 3 of them.
From the shadows. In A main, it's clear.
Who is this that's about to get wrecked? Soulcast is dead, yeah.
Oh, and Soulcast loses his
give me
life.
Yampy.
Now Yampy turns around, but he's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Has to take the fight. Doubles up. Seekers in hand. Not able to use them before he dies off. 2v3, and there's 2 on the flank of Vitality. 12 seconds, and the spike has to go down.
Okay, Phone Code 1v3 does have a smoke if he wants to use it. Probably going to feel like he doesn't have time.
Oh, he has to fight forward.
There may be one behind him. He knows it. Does want to isolate,
Nicely
save, but
good.
unable to do so.
Really good round from
Valiant
Liquid.
effort,
I really like the camera, right? Just to get the info to see if they do this back. Liquid have been very proactive when Vitality have a lot of ults up.
Vitality slowed down again to try and get that north side
Safe's been really good at the moment. Again, I've not personally seen him on Raze before.
By them. They were able to sneak fully into spawn. I love the timing on the Omen ult from Team Liquid as well to try and clear out A main. But they were only able to
still a lot of these ults up. One away from Killjoy as well. So, and Liquid's calling at the moment is so good. It's great at the moment in terms of probably going to get this orb, probably going to do the plant underneath. So now they want to fight over towards tree. Let's see how this 7-man duel goes over towards tree though.
Absolutely nuts. Now Sender's 1 point off for Vitality. There's still those 3 big
ultimates. Oh boy, they're going to flash through this. This is a heavy commit. 3 people. Is it off the sound?
Now flash perfect, but everybody's looking towards him. There's so much fighting going on, but who comes out on top? It's got to be Vitality.
Oh my.
Twistin looking to move forwards with a showstopper, but there's no one there.
They really had the positions for this one.
Of the B site,
on top of here was everything. I did like the idea from Liquid though.
With an alarm bot in arcade, very hard to sneak past this utility.
This is the best situation Vitality has found themselves in Fracture so far. They've got to close out this round. Nats, plenty of money in the bag. He's going to try and go for this. But not successful in it. Vitality, first round of this map is theirs.
Great response there from Vitality. Again, they were expecting early action, I do believe, after the previous round, knowing that if Team Liquid play slow, those ults will destroy them on site. And that dodge, oh my god, Destrian.
He turned that really
Getting
fast.
out of dodge from that Sky Flash saved the round, because if he gets hit by that, I think he was the only player that successfully dodged that initial flash. It would have been lights out. That's 4 players instantly hitting the dirt.
Remember the timeout they took?
That was kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Money's really good. Everyone's been doing the light armor buy, so money's just like out of control.
Out of Destrian on that.
Pretty low on Vitality. I mean, not really. It's just out of control for both teams.
No orb involved.
If they carry on doing light armor, both of them are buying for the rest of this half.
Now the problem is how Vitality has been playing. 4 ults for
this is good as well. They know that they have know that they're most likely to get the Killjoy ult. They're being very proactive, especially when they have ults. It's really nice.
And I don't think Vitality have got any utility here to try and hold this out, or even have an idea that this is happening. Twistin turns around. Oh, but he doesn't. Not in time.
Nicely done from Safe. Good decision making with this as well. Maybe gone a little bit too far, but Yampy comes in. Dude, Safe is out of control.
Do so against the king himself. Safe. Once the ace, but Soulcast denies it, but still, that's a beautiful win. And Team Liquid on 7.
Again, nice calling. I think Vitality need to take a timeout, and they just need to hold a default. Right, it's been so proactive from Liquid.
Just a little bit here. Again, they've been playing 1-4, but grouping up all 4 players together, very wary of the quick aggression from the defensive side. You see a team like Fnatic perhaps that would play this, or teams with the Fade. A lot of times you'll see that Fade player solo over towards A.
They already used a timeout, dude. They're like, it's 7-1.
That's something they have not done. Again, those 4 players always.
It feels like they're still taking map control pretty early on, right? They're not really holding much of a
Man,
default.
but it's always uncomfortable.
Because look at this, still getting super proactive.
How long has Destrian had this ult? 3-4 rounds now?
Huge kill.
Oh,
That was a straight up one-on-one duel.
Nat's putting him to his early grave. Pushing onto the site. Camera, very important. It's not even taken down yet. They know exactly what's going on the side.
Juicy nade.
Here's the problem.
Oh
One player CT, 1 up by Dish, and 2 players now coming into A main.
This is going to become very claustrophobic for Vitality very quickly, which means they need a full.
Look at the setup. That's perfect.
Guiding light. Sokos on the first contact save.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Together with the paint shots. That was an explosive display of skill.
Well,
Team Liquid are awake.
He's 19-1.
Fracture. The game plan impenetrable.
Precise gunplay. Yeah, I knew someone was waiting for that one.
Between Yumpy and Safe into A main, nothing could have stopped that man.
Safe, a true all-rounder, playing every single role last year in Guild, but now feels truly at home on this Raze.
Shocking performance. 19 kills to
Liquid
1
realize
death.
that they can buy for the rest of this half, start buying heavy armor.
Are you freaking kidding me, man?
Yeah, this is just madness.
It's got 11 less kills than he does. If I did the maths right. I'm kind of casting for a reason and not a mathematician.
He's the only guy playing. He's the only one that matters. The rest of TL doing such a good job to set him up. Finally, Sender has the ultimate, and you know TL want to fight forward off that using the paint shells to try and zone away from back, but oh my word, what is that? Sender's pushing through it!
He's going through it because he just doesn't care! Somehow still alive, it catches everyone.
Oh my god, maybe they got caught out here. The calling was not good. They needed a different plan here. The calling was not good. Whatever the shot call was, it was not good. They had to either try and break this, or try and push all the way through and survive.
But still coming up with something like that.
Yeah, the shot calling here was not the one for Liquid. They did not have the time to get out of this one.
The aggression to try and cancel out the lockdown. And then I love Sender just fearlessly running
and that's
through the
pretty
fire
much
of the flames
essentially
of
why
his own
Bonecall did the ult, right? He knew that they should be pushing forwards, because if they go like this, they're gonna mess up.
Fully detained. I think Twiston was coming double satcheling in off of it as well. Just a gorgeous
Nicely done for
play, a
Twiston.
gorgeous round from Vitality and Twiston.
But yeah, in terms of the shot calling here, wrong call.
Yeah, you're probably thinking right now, oh, we shouldn't have stayed that long. Nothing you can do now. It's got to reset for the next. Vitality, though, they take that in their stride. Doesn't matter if it came that easy, it came nevertheless.
Twiston only killed 2 people that actually had their gun on that one.
Difference between these 2 comps, the explosive ults. Vitality.
Let's see how high this number can get for Vitality.
5, really.
If they can get the last 2, this is pretty much on. But yeah, still a very good half from Liquid at the moment.
It's been a little bit lackluster so far. Twiston 1 point away from having his. Can he find an opening frag? No, it's
Oi, they won out both of them.
Ruining Twiston and Sender.
Okay.
Still though, Vitality are entering into the line.
I was surprised that Nats got that second one and there wasn't a trade
Still
here.
a lot of presence here for the defenders. And yeah, Vitality have to second guess themselves if they enter.
Might be able to get a heal as well. We'll keep an eye on that one. Yeah, heal goes in.
But it's a matter of Team Liquid.
Nats get in a little bit as well, back to 100 HP for both of them.
Get Mulsi another ult orb.
Yeah.
Get that online for the final round. They're down in numbers, making things incredibly challenging. I would honestly, I actually think Destrian should drop Spike to Mulsi here. In the event that they do get on the site for a plant, they already took a main orb. In the event they can do it, it would be so big for the 12th round.
They've got to buy nonetheless next round, so they're going to go for this. Can't fully set up for next round only. They've got to put their eyes on this one.
Safe still has paint shells though. All the stall util is absolutely here. And 2 players from Dish with no backside pressure.
As well. Nice TP.
You can't get in.
30 seconds. They go in for this. Can anyone run through what the spam's like? Perfect. Really nicely played.
Upon them, whether that's through a smoke or
yeah, the double swing over towards here that even Vitality are talking about now kind of just wrecked the round. I can't believe they didn't even get like a trade out of it. I can't believe it was a 2-0.
Almost the perfect reversal of fates from game 1.
Almost.
And what's the idea going to be here from Vitality? Because I believe you can see those
still 20-2
off.
By the way, Safe just hit the 20.
20-2 on one half.
Yeah, but he died twice.
Oh.
He slashed the KD in half.
He slashed it.
Yeah, what's he doing? For Northside, this is a unique look for Vitality. Send her down bot side. It's Destrian that's 2 off. Mulsi just 1.
We'll never know, Nations. We'll never know.
Talked about this yesterday, but the awkward.
Why is it not sorted? Yeah,
it's
a little bit tilting, but it's fine. Okay, last round, they get 1 orb, hopefully. What's going on now is Liquid hear the orb getting taken in terms of Soulcast, and they know that they're going to be going for this orb.
And Vitality have got no idea this is happening.
Well, Vitality actually give up on the play.
Maybe they don't. They're still going back down north side. Dog goes in and clears this.
May have actually spotted the breach.
Yeah, might be able to get a good kill on Destrian now.
The turret isn't enabled, and they're able to
Nicely
catch
done. That was the pass that wanted to get the
completely.
orb. So again, Liquid being crazy proactive and very nice as well, right? Soulcast literally had them get the orb press tap. They were already close towards A main, realized that they were trying to stack orbs.
Holding the line of main.
Realized they were trying to stack the orbs over towards the breach, and most likely they were going to go underpass and get that. So nice dog to clear this, nice reactive push over towards this as well. Vitality maybe kind of needed the Killjoy over towards here. Should have gone underpass, but
crazy. Safe with 20. I mean, just the continual aggressive defensive plays. Making Vitality look completely
how many
out
drinks
of
has
Vitality
Yampy got?
Never had a good answer to scouting out all the different ways in which Team Liquid were able to manipulate the map and work into spawn.
Oh.
Gotta love that.
How wholesome.
A little smooch.
Yeah. The Stingers of Vitality this time around, not stinging.
Calling him Slave. Ooh, okay,
but,
I like that.
I mean, it's a change of pace we wanted from Team Liquid, to be fair. We wanted this to be a competitive series. Yeah. Obviously,
Slaydos yesterday was definitely one of my favorites.
They've got a little bit of a buffer. Even if they do end up losing this map, they will have a third one to fall into. But still, you want them to be a little bit more competitive in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that going over to defense, they're obviously going to be able to switch up how they play almost entirely, so we'll give them some kind of a chance. That being said, Team Liquid, what a glow-up from the first map. Not just like they won rounds, right, obviously, yes, but the fact was, one of the biggest problems. Good. No, they took so long on Haven to figure out how they could play forward and fight actually for space. They're playing
What's a default? You talking about earlier when I said a default, as in just like map control, where they can kind of just hold for a push, right? So whether it's like a 4-1 or like a 3-2 or something like this, and you pretty much just hold for the first 20 seconds. Right, just a far back default in terms of waiting for them to push for you. I think you're referring to the other round that I talked about it in terms of them needing to do that. So essentially, it's just holding.
Team Liquid always had the answer.
And I think there's a bit of a contrast between map 1 and map 2. I feel for this one, Team Liquid, we've at least seen more set plays from them rather than we saw in the previous. Whether that's because they've had them prepped or haven't, or had a lack of it on the previous.
All teams will have a different name for it. We actually used to call it Fnatic. And then we would have like our default would be what we go into in terms of map control. So yeah, our code word for it was just Fnatic, where you just wait 20 seconds.
Vitality, a lot of the problem just came down to like what the scouting was actually happening early in the rounds. They couldn't really figure out exactly what Team Liquid were trying to do. That obviously not as much of a concern moving over to defense, but we're going to need to see similar aggressive defensive setups. You almost always assume. Now this is a much more standard composition. The breach,
excited for the K-Corp fans. Dude, they're all going in for Sideshow, aren't they? He decided to take that war.
What you're gonna do if you're watching Fracture, you look and see where's Ray,
Vision Strikers depends on what map it is, dude, but it's normally some Vision Strikers is normally some aggro defensive strat, but again, they pretty much have one on every single map. Just because they were one of the first to do it, and then everyone copied it, and it's still very relevant today.
In a lobby, right? They have 4 players south side, but they use a flash, right? That'll tell them if someone's there. Now, no one's there, no one's up close.
Vitality have to win this pistol.
Use a dog later on as they just test the water with some opening picks, but this is a much more conventional way, I think, to play the attacking side, a much more safe way to play it as well, to not allow the early aggressive options from Vitality.
It is a fairly standard hold from the defensive side, obviously looking at a pistol. That's isolated, late lurk potential.
That poor Boombot. Not having
yeah, we'll tune in later.
Actually, I believe in the past would have cleared out Yampy.
We'll catch the end games, maybe last map, etc.
Find some info, no stun. Multi close by. They hear the door opening, so When Molsey does push through it, it is definitely telegraphed. He's got reinforcements on an upper level.
Ooh, Nats here, up by Dish. That's going to be a good timing. Doesn't quite find the kill.
Does make the defense.
Yeah, they kind of wanted to rotate back, but the time wasn't there. But they've also cut sound, so they've made it look like they have gone all the way back here. And in terms of vitality, they've heavily bought it. It was a 2-person rotate. Now a 1. Is Nats ready for this push?
Nats is holding it, but it didn't
He
quite
kind of
find
is,
the
but the shots
headshot.
just weren't there.
And now Twiston, with that drop control, Team Liquid find the site, but they have to deal with this one quick. They're down in players.
They found a very good
health.
timing here. They might not
Safe.
expect it.
He pushes spawn.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Successfully finding one.
Yeah, he's so low HP that he needs to get up
They're
there,
not going
but
to make it
I
easy.
think he
Still,
was...
Red Guard retaliating. We're looking at Team Liquid looking
They're still
uncomfortable.
going.
They're on the site, but that even
Crazy
won't
guys.
get pressure. Twisted
Crazy
about
guys.
to get onto the
All right.
backside of Yampy.
Yampy's too low
There's
HP
so
for
much
this.
Yampy's got to do with not much health to work with. That's the first head, but he needs to look behind him in time. I don't think he will. Oh, he does! And now there's a chance. Sender. Oh my goodness!
What?
Yampy, you just didn't do that!
What?
Yampy can do no wrong. Bolts out of his seat after winning out the clutch. Hand to ear, could not hear the Vitality fans in the arena.
I want to see this one again. Turn around. But the moment you think he's not going to look around, the timing gods were with him. But he took the opportunity and hit his shots crisp. 2 bullets, 2 kills.
Well,
On a 1-on-3 clutch, by the way. 30 HP, was it?
well,
It was nothing.
third map is Lotus.
Absurd that he gets the job done. Now Vitality forced to buy up into this
They
one.
decided to force buy
No
because,
armor
yep,
even on Sender, just
11-2.
playing up towards heaven.
Damn, they finally arrived.
Even Bone Cold only has the 2 smokes to try and stall out. So anything TL could do in terms of early sound to bait those out from him could be strong. Actually, with this wall, they may just try to contact up. They're going to bring it down for the time being. Maybe on the next rotation, they could try to punch that one.
Safe. Contact.
The chamber one.
55 seconds.
Yeah.
They've drawn this out quite far.
Here it
So
comes.
much forcing going around.
They're going to try to move 2 players up towards north side to get a split. Actually, they're making noise running underpass. That's very surprising to me. Not worried at all that anyone's going to hear. Sender has repositioned over towards slant, so not going to be in any trouble with this tower push. But if they loop through tower, he's got nowhere to go
Very
but
hard for them
forward.
to get
Bit
over
of a
towards
mind
side.
game, isn't
Spam
it?
might
Are
work,
they
6
really committing to
HP.
this? Are they faking? Do we rotate? Do we stick? Seems they're really sticking. They're rotating over. Sender with 1. Redgar quickly to punch back. Bone Cold.
What is
Behind the smoke, has to
timing
be
like?
very clear with his intentions.
Ridiculous. Sender gets one there.
Oh,
It's a big kill.
Nats was ready for it. The man
Buncold's going to try and stop the
can see
plant?
the future.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
and
this is looking
Solcast. And
really
they've
good.
got everything under lock and key. They know exactly what's going on. The calls, the foresight, and Molsey looking from the outside as if this is a fishbowl and he can just only see, only be a watcher while Team Liquid get this done real quickly. 12-2 with a 10
High
round
number,
difference.
10 chances for Liquid to close this one out. Pretty good chance in terms of this one as well, gun-wise. They're probably just going to bonus, so actually pretty even in terms of the guns. Next round, they'll have the best chance.
The energy in here is just absolutely nuts. In 2 one-sided affairs as well. The battle between the fans has been tight throughout. Something tells me it'll be decided on Lotus, though. That's something being the 10-round lead that TL have.
Oh.
But you can pretend I'm a genius for saying that. No, not going to give it to me. Okay.
No, I'm just going to let you try out there.
I mean, yeah, they must have...
Safe has been crisp
They
all
must
this
have
map,
been.
and he just doesn't want to stop.
Yeah, well, you know, he'd only gotten 1 kill on the attack so far, so
Fair.
kind of important that he's able to get
Chat,
that
are you
keep
lot
it
getting
up,
lag
'cause this
again?
is a
Yeah.
fast game. He's not going to have the chance maybe to even go
I might
for 30.
reset again after this half.
Holding now for Twist. There's 3 players
I mean, after
Vitality
this
trying
map.
to fight on through. Nothing's working, though.
Yeah, Team Liquid just get their picks, fall back, even though they've got, I mean, not even fall back.
Okay,
just
I
move
got an
to the
idea how
side,
to
get
fix
the
it.
spike
We'll
down.
try something after
And
this.
Team Liquid being Team Liquid, you know you've got Redgar calling onto them. Hold back, guys. The game isn't over. Let's not be overzealous here. Let's just close this one out. Why overcomplicate things? Speaking of that, Nats, his former teammate and current teammate, Does end up going a bit too aggro, losing his life, but Redgut will stoppage to that. Soulcast and Save.
Okay, pretty convincing.
Guns and Bulldogs together to try close it out.